Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They feed him again. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship, Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive play. A better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's Banks. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Across the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Let's talk about Alabama. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Trying play action. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. He's running free down the middle. Defense has it through on the move. Touchdown, Georgia. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes that Alabama offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a great job on the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Wants to throw again. He unleashes a long one. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, he's got some space. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Using his legs, it's Douglas. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Hand off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Bulldogs will snap it on first and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Banks. Breaks into the open. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Douglas. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Off play action. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And it's third down and short, and I'm kind of surprised. Listen, I love aggressive offenses, but this is an offense that's been running the football really, really well. Surprised they just didn't get physical and try to get that third down with a run.
Surging forward on the sneak.
No gain on the play. First and goal, Georgia.
The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got a man. It's Kramer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Now they'll run the draw. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches. I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind.
Makes a grab, pass to Marker. Quick with a spin move. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. A first down run in the red zone. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the boot, looking for his man. Looking to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Tide!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's McNabb. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Finds a spot in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Right on target this time. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Banks. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Georgia.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you now, it is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Makes the catch. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Georgia going back to work with another first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Find some fresh air. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Crimson Tide roll to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Kramer. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 21 over Northwestern. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air. Turning it on. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds the tight end. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time. Made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And here's the third interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will?
Running free. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Oh, they're after him. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Under fire. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
To the air on first down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Breaks into the open. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
these are the plays that don't show up in the stat notes, right? Like, great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Caught behind the line. It's Kramer. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense putting points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down, looking for more. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Bringing the heat. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.